Okay, time for the main event, our last category for 2023, and that is match of the year. I'm gonna start with mine kasi pinag-usapan na natin at length. The Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn from WrestleMania 39. All I'll say na lang na hindi ko pa nasasabi is this was my favorite match to call this year.
Right. Okay.
Just because of all of the emotions that went into it. Normally, I cheer for the heels kasi ako yung color commentator ni Carlo, di ba? But this one, I could not help but, encourage KO and Sammy na, this is your moment. Chance nyo na to, ganyan, without saying it. Like, finish the story. So, just so many good feelings all around because of the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. Let's go to Emil. Let's stay on the Sami Zayn hype train here.
Yeah, this is Sami Zayn Love Fest. And my match of the year goes out to Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns from Elimination Chamber this year. So before this, I went back and watched all the main events of the PLEs over the last week, and I must say there was no match this year that I was more invested in and evoked so much emotions than this one. And I remember us in the podcast, we were weeks leading into this match, we were debating on because there were too many characters involved. There's the Cody, there's the Cody Rhodes, like anong gagawin niya. There's the Roman element, there's the Rock element. So there was this unpredictability heading into this match. Na we were like so into it as to what will happen, no? And again, the story heading to the match, everything that surrounds it, the crowd, the Montreal crowd was so amazing. The entrances, like they were booing Roman so much. I feel like this was the crowd that booed Roman the most this year.
All year, yeah.
Yeah, and the Sami Zayn entrance with the theme song, he got that theme song that same week, and the stare down before the match, the trash talk. I mean, it far supersedes anything that happened, like any in-ring action, because the story in itself was really good. They didn't have to go all crazy with the spots. They simply needed to tell that story, and it was laid out perfectly. As much as I really wanted for Sammy to win that match, even now, even after all the things that happened, I really wish now we could have that Eddie Guerrero moment of Sami Zayn winning the title. And after the match, I mean, I went through the 5 stages of grief after that match because it was, yeah, I don't think I'm the only one here. I went through that 5 stages of
That's probably
grief.
just you.
Yeah. That's how much I was invested. I really wanted Sammy to get, even though I know na Cody versus Roman is pretty much penciled in, but I really wanted Sammy to win that match. And again, there was no match that made me feel that way this year other than this one. That's why I'm picking this.
All right. Rowan, let's finish us off. It's a WWE side of match of the year.
Yeah, so my pick goes back to WrestleMania 39. It's Gunther defending his Intercontinental title versus Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Well, he successfully defended it against those two guys. I see that well, this all began with Sheamus and Drew teaming up and contending for the SmackDown tag titles. Pero when they failed to win that tournament, parang doon na nagsimula yung feud nila. And when they entered this Intercontinental title match, parang it was like Mania 20 main event na parang nag-focus sila sa kanila lang, si Sheamus tsaka si Drew, that they forgot the champion. So they lost. So Gunther retained. It was talking about the match though. It's like Clash at the Castle 2022. So Gunther versus Sheamus, pero it's a huge upgrade since we added Drew. And there was also rumors na by this time na Drew was about to parang leave the WWE daw. Pero he stayed. Pero yeah, parang anybody can win this match, pero it's gonna be Gunther. So that it's unpredictable, pero it's predictable at the same time. It's a weird way to say it, but yeah, you get what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Chino's pick for match of the year is an Impact match. It's Josh Alexander versus Will Ospreay. I'm gonna be honest. I actually haven't seen this match, so Okay, have you guys had the time to catch this one?
I
Yes,
remember
man.
having seen
Yeah.
it. So yeah, Emil, go ahead, go for it.
Yeah, actually, this was actually a pick of mine from when
Yeah,
when
it
this
was. I
happened.
remember.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, this was a. I actually prefer the Osprey versus Bailey that
Really,
happened a week after it. Before this one, but yeah, this was a really good match because of the Clash of Styles. Then I already explained it on Pick of the Week, so go listen to that one. So this is a dream matchup of like a Clash of Styles. Because Josh is the technical wizard, and then Will Ospreay is the explosive high flyer, and nagmix yung styles nila. That's why this was a really great match, really great main event for Impact that week. But yeah, this was a good match, but I would have preferred the Osprey versus Bailey one from Bound for Glory. That was, I think, the best Impact match this year. But this one, hindi siya nanalayo as the second best.
Yeah, part of Will Ospreay's contract year run.
Yep.
All right, Ro, finish us off with the Mumug ng Dugo.
Oh my god.
Match of the year: Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Page, Texas Death Match at Full Gear 2020.
This match
Uh,
isn't for everyone.
Yes,
Really?
we have mentioned that when we talked about it. It's not for everyone, but it is for one person, and it is one Swerve Strickland. It wasn't a match that was really designed to catapult him to the main event. It wasn't designed to make him a world championship contender. It wasn't going to be a face of the company because of it, but he did all of that and more with that, with that and Hangman Page's out of the box extraordinary performance in a Texas death match that wasn't even the main event. And who would have thought, hardcore matches aren't death matches aren't really mainstream because of their nature, because
Yeah.
of their violent nature. But once this happened, I felt like all wrestling fans needed to see this, whether they could stomach it or not. Because here was the performance of men, again, not just Swerve, but also Hangman, of men who would put themselves through absolute hell without breaking bones or anything, without without destroying themselves too much, just inflicting flesh wounds, I would say, to to really convey and put over the fact that they just straight up hated each other.
Yeah.
The drama of pro wrestling told through
Willing magpatayan. talaga.
exactly told through violence, and you don't see that every day, you don't see that every month, you don't see that every week when you watch your wrestling TV. And the fact that they were willing to do that elevated both men, especially Swerve, who won the match and is poised to hopefully become a face of the company in 2024. So because it is so unusual relatively, I feel that this is the match of the year.
Maybe if I was younger, may enjoy ko itong match na to.
Sure.
Pero ever since studying microbiology and shit,
Yeah. you do have
becoming a germaphobe and all.
yeah, you do have the power of you do have the science behind you.
Yeah. Hindi ko siya na-enjoy. Like, if there was a black and white version, siguro mas ma-enjoy ko siya. In a way, yeah.
Stapler! Glass!
You just stuck yung barbed wire.
Oh, yeah. Sarap.
God. Yeah. Parang nanood ng penitensya pero mas grisly. Ikaw, Emil, any thoughts on this one? Because kami ni Rowan nangingilo kami dito eh.
Yeah, again, I like this match. Again, like nasabi ko to nung when we talked about this in the Pick of the Week. I was watching this at my girlfriend's house, and that was the only point where she questioned my fandom of wrestling. And I was like, why are you watching this? Why are you enjoying watching this?
If you haven't seen a wrestling match that doesn't make other people question your fandom, what are you even doing?
Yeah,
At least once in your life. What are you even doing?
exactly.
Ito, ulitin ko lang yung sinabi ko nung Picks of the Week episode na yun. I think Swerve versus Hangman from Full Gear is this generation's version of Cactus Jack versus Randy Orton.
Sure. Or maybe even the Undertaker versus Mankind Hell in a Cell match. Probably the closest thing because of the sheer humanity of it all.
Yeah. I still cannot get over Swerve gargling Hangman's blood.
Hangman gargling
Hangman
Swerve's blood.
gargling
Yeah.
Swerve's blood.
Oh,
Ugh.
man.
Diba ginawa din ni Undertaker yun kay Bob Orton?
Sure.
I guess.
That was even worse.
It's as shocking as Undertaker pushing Mick Foley off of a set.
Yeah.
Yeah.